Oh, hello there, it's me, Woolen, your best friend. No, just kidding. It's me, Woolen, your parasocial internet micro-celebrity. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing okay, thank you. I had a terrible hangover all yesterday. No, I mean, I had a cold. Anyway, I'm back. I'm alive. I'm all good. How are you all doing? Hopefully well. I'm in a Minecrafty mood. It's been, as always, a couple of weeks, and I come back and I'm excited. I'm like, whoa. What can we do? What are we going to be up to? I'm not sure. I maybe should have thought about that before jumping in, but heck it. We've got all sorts to do. If you didn't see the last video, you should have seen it. But the end of it, we created this lovely spawn room, and I came up with all these ideas of how to build out this room. You know, like having a little kitchen, a little armor stand. I think we could get started on something like that, because I think the sooner we finish, or at least get this to a finished point, the sooner we can start building on other stuff. I still haven't forgotten about our original idea of making all these cool, what's the word? These cool, like, Zelda-styled things, and I would like to do pixel art and stuff at some point, so let's use our bloody lift. God, that's beautiful. And let's get started, you know? I don't know if I considered... Who's walking down there? Hey, I'm walking here. No, I don't know if I've considered what storage solution I was going to use, and if I have, I'm sorry, I've already forgotten. Perhaps I was going to convert something down here. I really can't remember. What I do need to do is have just another door to this house. I've been walking around every single time like an idiot, and I hate it. So we're just going to fix that right now. Here you go. Saving myself like 200 hours an episode, just like that. Let's put a crafting table in the floor too. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. Minecraft stopped me. Bloody hell. Classic. Classic Minecraft. Alright, let's just fix this quickly. What the fuck? Excuse me, sir. It's weird. It's weird recording one of these videos and not being ill. I don't know what it is. Why I am always like a little ill when I make something like this. I'm kind of weird, I guess. I need to fix that. This is annoying me. You know what? We're in a fixing sort of day today, aren't we? Jesus Christ, let me out. I just want to make things better. You know, it's been messy in here, and I want to fix that. I just trying my best. You know. Oh, the Minecraft music's playing. There we go. Plong. Pom. Oh shit. Bom. Bom. Bom, bom. I'm going to raise this for a little second just so I can listen to it. I know I always end up lowering it after a second, but you just got to listen to it, right? It's beautiful stuff. Quickly check in on Tim. How you doing, young man? He doesn't... Oh, he does want to talk. What's up, dude? What's wrong? You want me to get on with making the chest storage system, don't you? Oh, shit. God, this game's incredible. Even the dogs can understand what you're saying. All right, well, let's do that then. Let's immediately drop this a little bit, because I'm going to forget while I'm talking inevitably and ruin the audio. Let's sit back for a second and have a think, together, as a group. I think we need to have something thematic and cool, and we need to have a proper sorting system where things are in their right place rather than just random chests. And I'm trying to, I'm like running through my memory banks right now, Spock. I'm trying to work out what would be thematically appropriate for like a storeroom in a Minecrafty sort of Zelda-y game. I have an idea, okay? We're going to make a small Hyrule Castle market sort of thing. Somehow. I haven't quite thought about what I'm going to do, but I'm thinking it's going to start by having a wall of cobblestone and gravel, and we don't have enough mossy to add it, but I would like to. Just these sort of basic blocks for a Minecraft beta. Because, I mean, I mentioned it before, but I absolutely adore the aesthetic of, like, cobble wall castles in retro Minecraft. I think it's a beautiful thing, and I want part of that in my world, you know? So as this music pling pling plongs, we're going to think about where we want to plop it. It's just going to be, I'm thinking, like a little wall, and maybe like a little floor and a little ladder to go up to it. Oh, it's going to be exciting. You know what, let's plonk it here. We've got this flat ground. Let's begin with a little deforestation, as we always do in real life. I don't know what you lot get up to. Personally, I'm a software developer, so every day I wake up, I put on my lumberjack t-shirt and I start hacking away. That was quite good, by the way. That was quite a quick one. But yeah, speaking of programming, actually, I've been like super... what's the word? inspired somewhat recently. If those of you that... I must have spoken about this in a Minecraft video, but if you remember, I did some C++ streams a few years ago, back when I was full-time, and they were really popular, and I really enjoyed it. I was programming a sort of a Toho clone called Woho. Those of you that are remembering, you're like excited right now. Your little dog tail's wagging, I imagine. I think about 59% of my audience are dogs. That's what YouTube tells me, at least. Woho was fucking great, dude. And at some point, I think I'll inevitably pick it up or rebuild it. But yeah, we did this for like half a year or something. I was programming in C++. I was making a game engine. I wasn't using, you know, like Unreal or anything, but I was doing it all from scratch. Using, I think I was using SFML as a graphics pipeline because I don't want to rewrite OpenGL, and I also don't want to just use OpenGL directly because, you know, it was sort of a starter project sort of thing. But anyway, I keep thinking more and more about that, and how as a software developer I'm really meant to have some kind of portfolio, and I kind of don't. It's probably my biggest weakness. This is a job interview, apparently. But my biggest weakness is that I have no spare time whatsoever because I have a second job in Twitch streaming, and the second job doesn't really pay like a second job, so maybe I'm not even really meant to be doing it, but I enjoy it. You know, it's cathartic to have something to do on a schedule every day. I don't know about you lot, but I get serious satisfaction from like ticking off a checkbox and having like that stream every single day, except Tuesday and Saturdays. Haha. Just having like a thing on a timer and then completing it is like really enjoyable. And maybe I'm like a little crazy, but I enjoy feeling like I've done something, and there's nothing worse than feeling like you haven't done something, I think. Which leads to overwork, which is not good. So if you don't have this trait, maybe don't try and gain it, because it's very easy to overwork yourself. You know, as I said, well, I used to, you know, did full-time streaming for a bit, and I was doing like some insane hours. What was it, like 10 hours a day or something without break? That's so stupid. And some days I'd go even more because I'd like lose track of time. Like that's like every day without break. I didn't take like weekends off or anything. I was just really stupid. So that was burnout central. And then when I started my job, I was still doing every single day without break for like 3 or 4 hours. Absolutely insane. So like, you know, like how long's a day? Like 8.5 hours. I was doing like 12, 13, 14 hour days. Fucking stupid. What an idiot. Much better now, obviously. I'm just doing a full-time job and working 2 hours in an evening 5 days a week, which is probably still too much because I still have to commute 2 hours, like an hour back and forth, and sometimes it's an hour and a half if the buses don't line up, which they normally don't. So, you know, I don't have a lot of time. It's what I'm pulling out on this. I do have time right now, Tuesday. It's my day off. And you know why I say day off? It's because it's like the one day that I'm not streaming, except for Saturday. And on the weekends, you know, it's not really... It's kind of a day off because it's the weekend, but there's always some chores to do, right? You've always got... Are we going to make... How are we going to do this? I'm thinking, like, do I have, like, a little wooden plank stick out here? Yes, okay. Sorry, I'm talking in the middle of talking. I know I do this a lot. I'm sorry. Just watch. You'll see the Minecraft gameplay. What was I saying? Bloody hell. This is what goes wrong, right? You try and hold like 8 threads in your head at once, but you're a C program, and you haven't worked out memory management yet. But yeah, all in all, very little time, and Tuesday is like a day where I just have like a couple hours to myself, and I spend it making Minecraft videos for all of you. So I hope you're enjoying them. You do seem to be enjoying them, by the way. Like, nothing cheers me up more than like the fucking 100 million nice comments I get every time I release a video. It's beautiful stuff. It's so fucking... It's like reassuring. It's like, oh shit. Not only is this actually quite fun, because I'm a weirdo who likes old Minecraft versions, but also other people like it too. And then sometimes people join the stream out of it, and I'm like, oh my god. It's organic growth. People are enjoying this piece of media, so they're coming to watch me in the other media. It's incredible. It's really nice. It's you know, just so you do know, I appreciate it a lot that you enjoy it, and that some of you even come out your way to say hi on stream. It's really nice. Anyway, like, you know, wanking aside, this looks nice. I know this is, stop, Woolen, stop, go to sleep, and continue your conversation tomorrow morning. What was I saying? Oh yeah, anyway, I've been feeling very inspired lately to do more programming, partly because I want to have a proper portfolio. It's a bit like being an artist, I think. You need to have like a big example of stuff you've done in your own time, and you need to pretend that you live, breathe, sneeze, and like poo programming. You know, people need to think that it's all you do and you have no personality whatsoever, which is true. I'm a Twitch streamer. But that, you know, that aside, I really like programming, obviously, and I've been inspired lately, and I kind of want to just start picking it up again as like a little side project. And I don't know when I'm going to find the time to do it. I'm thinking I could just stream it, and I might do that, but I'm wondering if I want to do a couple side projects first before I stream. I don't know. I guess the interestingness doesn't really matter, but I'm thinking it won't be so interesting if I'm just constantly spending my entire time reading other articles on how to do basic stuff like set up a window in SFML or SGL or whatever. SML. You know, it might not be that interesting, but... So I'm thinking I might just try and get a couple little projects out of the way, just in my own time, just to kind of get myself familiar with the tools and get like my head in the right space, because it's I don't know, some of you might think programming's all like the same, right? You just fucking smash some code into a program and hit run. But it's like, it's immensely different, like going from something like, you know, mobile app development to game programming. It's completely different stuff. It sounds obvious now I'm saying it, but like I feel like I do have to say it. Like it's not easy to switch your brain. There's a term in the software industry, I don't remember what it's called, but there's a term for like the amount of time it takes for people's brains to switch. So if you're in like a meeting or something, your brain's sort of turned off. But your brain, you know, you sort of switch off from the programming mindset and you go into like the listening or the, you know, discussion mindset. And then if you're programming and you ever take like a short break, it can take you a little bit of time to get back into what you were doing. Or, you know, if someone comes and asks you for help with something, you're basically like, you get distracted for a second and then you forget your place. Like, you know, picking up game programming is a completely different mindset and you have to think about completely different things. Also, I think I'll be doing it in C++, which isn't what I normally use. I'm normally a Kotlin and Swift and Java developer, you know, mobile apps. But I did WoHo in C++, and I did my uni dissertation, which was procedural golf, if you remember that. I did that in C++, so I've got some history with it, and I find it a really interesting language. So I'd like to continue using it if I can, which I will. I think I've decided, by the way, here this is going to be like a little deck. I don't really know what I'm doing with it though. I think I know what I'm doing with it. I was going to make like a castle wall, wasn't I? Let's do that. I wonder if I can somehow include the basement. Like I can have the big wall coming up here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, forgive me, it's going to look really ugly for a while until I work on it more, but that's the joy of Minecraft, right? Starting with something and then refining it. That was like the focus of last episode, wasn't it? A lot of like refinement talk. I don't remember if I finished my conversation on it, but all I wanted to say was that you just got to start small and then build up off of it. You never start with a finished product. Hello, doggo. I'm sorry I don't have any bones for you, my son. Nice to see you, though. We don't have any lights. We should pop some lights in here before a creeper spawns. But yeah, I want to do more programming. I'm thinking I'm going to do like a couple little side projects, some little 2D things, just to get my like mindset. Fill out my GitHub profile, which has been ignored for like a few years. It's a bit sad. If you don't do much programming or any at all, you've probably seen GitHub at some point, right? It's like a repository where you can store your version-controlled programs. So every time, while you're programming, you'll occasionally commit the changes since the last commit, and then those, you know, you can store locally on your computer or send off to a remote server like GitHub. So you basically use it as a place to store your code with nice little sort of timestamps saying, oh, this is, you know, today I added networking code, and you do a commit, and then you're like, today I added a new feature where you can connect from Germany, commit or whatever, and then you do like a little side branch called wacky inflatable tube mat, whatever. It doesn't matter. GitHub. On there, you can sort of show, it like gamifies programming in a sense, because it shows your level of commitment to the website on like a big chart. It shows like a bunch of colored squares showing like how often you know, update your code or your repositories, or how often you help other people with their programs or commit to open source or whatever. It's a bit of a virtual wank off, really, but I think some people think it's important just to show off how invested you are into programming and how you have no other hobbies whatsoever. That's very important. Okay, this is a little better now. Maybe I'll make a little underground lake here. That might be cute. Anyway, my profile's looking empty because I've not been using it. Like, I use a different GitHub at work and like Bitbucket and a different system, and I haven't been doing any programming projects in my own time because, as I said, I've just been streaming. But I'm thinking, you know, maybe it's time I start picking up the old bag again. I've you know, so many things to fucking do. Like, why is there so little time in the day? I don't understand. I think maybe things would be easier if I was fully remote, so I had like a few more hours a day, and like at 5, like today, you know, I can just clock out. Like, I basically, you know, finished work and now I'm recording a Minecraft video. Most days, you know, I've got to get home, I've got to cook dinner and do a bunch of chores, and then it's the end of the day and I got to stream. It's a bit sad, maybe, but I wish I had a bit more time. I don't know where I can pull it from other than just trying to work remote. I didn't mean to make this a sad episode. I meant to make it like an inspiring thing. Like, oh yeah, I've been really into this lately, and I want to give it more of a go. And I'm just sort of announcing it loosely because I feel like by announcing it, I'm making it real. If I just kept this sort of thing in the back of my head and never mentioned it, maybe I'd never be bothered to do it. But now I've said that I'm going to start making some little games in my own time. I'm sort of, you know, I've got like a bunch of people to hold me accountable now, right? Now you can all be like, hey, Woolen, you mentioned you were going to start making all these little games. What have you been doing? You've been slacking off? No, I promise. I mean, yeah, that would have been the case. So I'm just, you know, I'm realizing it. And I think that's the important step. Important first step for like anything. You know, if you're quitting smoking or whatever, or if you think you have an addiction to Toho music, you know, the first step, the most important first step is always just to admit that you've got a problem with programming and that you're going to start doing it more. A little weird, maybe, but we need to add some depth to this wall. Add that to the to-do list, and right now the to-do list says I can't be asked to do that. So I'm just building up a basic little wall system, and then we'll have like a little terrace going around, and I don't really know. I haven't thought about it much more than that. I just want to get building. If you have any ideas for like little sticky outy bits I can add, do let me know. If you have, you know, like when you stick like buttons on walls to make it look like there's a stone sticking out, that sort of thing. Give us a shout. Inevitably, I'm going to have to dig like 100,000 cobblestone at some point, and that's perfectly fine because we need diamonds and iron and coal. So maybe I'll just do that randomly at some point. I don't know. Did some mining off stream, that sort of thing. We'll see how I'm feeling. Gonna have a nice little curve to this side, I think, just like this. Oh yeah. That's all I was really going to that. I just wanted to mention it, and I'm letting you all know that I'm trying my best, okay? I've been enjoying other things lately as well, other than just video gaming. I've been playing Genshin. Shit, that's a video game. Oh, no. No, but I don't really know where to go with that other than just to say that's what I'm thinking about. What about you lot? What do you lot do in your bloody spare time? I don't know what's like normal anymore. I've been doing this streaming thing for so long, like 2014, I think, was when I started. Obviously, I wasn't doing it as often back then as I do now, but I made my account and shit in maybe 2013. I don't remember, but I don't know what normal people do when they get home. You know, do you just watch TV? Some of you probably go to the gym, right? You're like healthy and you're thinking about your own personal well-being or something. What's normal? It's not normal just to work all the time, right? It's like a little insane. Or do some of you have like little side projects? I occasionally hear from like people in chat, you know, they play like instruments or they play like guitar or they do artwork, like they do paintings for their dad. There you go, it's a little shout out to Waste. He did a nice acrylic. I think that's sweet. I like the idea of having like an extra hobby that isn't just working. Maybe most people don't have this conundrum of mine where it's like, I want to start doing these little projects in the evening, but my time's already taken up by so many other things, so I'm going to have to reshuffle stuff just to find the time to do more work. I don't know. It's weird. Like, this conversation feels like something I should be having on stream. I keep like looking on the right monitor to see what people in chat are saying. There's no people in chat. It's an offline video. I have no response. I have to wait, you know? So, I'm thinking I need to use decking on all surfaces to separate this from just like the wilderness. So I'm going to go like chop down 1,000,000 trees because we seem to be rather low on resources. And then I'm going to fill out the base there with some nice planks. All right, deforestation commence. It's all tall trees. This always happens. Whenever I like run around in Minecraft to go and find wood, I can never be asked to cut down the like tall trees with the extra branches, so my world ends up just being 100% enormous trees. That's a nice one. Enormous trees that are like a pain in the ass to get. This always happens. Maybe I should make a tree farm if I want to be efficient. Like, it wouldn't have to be anything fancy. It could just be like a platform with like trees spaced out semi-efficiently and then like a roof at the height that these trees spawn at to prevent it from happening. And then we could just run around and bone meal them over and over again. I might do that. To do. Maybe I'll add that as part of the castle. Maybe like a roof tree terrace. That might be fun. If you didn't watch the last beta playthrough, where I was playing the mod pack, I think I was playing Yogbox? Is it called? The Yogscast one. I had like a little roof terrace with like trees on it, which isn't, it wasn't a tree farm, but it looked pretty. I might try and rebuild something like that here. Like, I don't know how tall this castle thing's going to be, but I like the idea that you'd look up and see a bunch of trees strangely laid out in a geometric pattern on top. It would be fun and liminal and upsetting, and I like that. All right, I need to quickly remove this top layer of soil. All right, there we go. By the way, is there anything more like beta Minecraft than having a bunch of stone shovels in your inventory because you keep running out of iron ones and you can't be asked to go and craft more? There's I have a strong weird feeling of nostalgia from having a weird hotbar of like diamond tools that I don't use often, like an axe, and then a bunch of stone bloody shovels because I keep breaking them. It's like funny, right? Though, because shovels, like a stone shovel's barely any slower than an iron shovel, right? So I don't even think it'd be worth the time and effort of me going to get the iron. Like, if I was already in the house, maybe, but from now, if I just want to get it done, I think it's easier just to quickly plonk down a crafting bench and get it done. And look at this. It's like the combo of cobble and planks. It's so good, dude. Admittedly, there's not much else you can combo, but I just fucking love it. It starts to feel like a real thing and not just a section of the hill that I've mutilated with my pickaxe, you know? The moment you start adding in little things like this, it's lovely. All right, I need to work out how the decking's going to be. Because this right now is a bit weirdly natural, right? Like it's following the hill. I feel like the decking needs to be a bit more straight and then slowly flatten down. Or does it? Maybe it doesn't. You know what? Yeah, let's do it like this. We'll have like a little staircase here. Watch out, we'll have to make sure there's nothing spawning in there. There you go, just because this will annoy some of you. Flatten it out like this, and we'll have to add like little yellow hazard stickers along the edge so people don't trip, obviously. I'll do that another time, don't worry. We'll add a mod, we'll add health and safety to Minecraft, don't worry. Here we go. Brilliant stuff. Add little steps. I don't like this, so let's fix that quickly. Bish, bash, bosh. Oh, that was satisfying. Audio ASMR, placing blocks in Minecraft. Beautiful. All right. Actually, this is a bit jarring. Do you think I should add stairs? Let me know in the comment. No, I'm just gonna fucking go crazy, dude. Watch this. We are going to get rid of. You know what? I don't like you. We're no longer friends. Friendship ended with dirt pillar. Now, wooden floor is my best friend. That's right. Get out of here, dirt pillars. I'm geofencing all over again. Here we go. Incredible. Bam. Oh, cock. Bam. There we go. Perfecto. All right. So we've got a little shelf here. Let's start fixing this wall a little bit, just so from the inside it doesn't look too weird. And then think about the height and shape of this little arena. Like this, it's starting to take shape, slowly but surely. You've got to have an idea in your head, and I didn't. But it's fun to see that it's sort of working out. I haven't quite thought about how this is going to melt into the wall here. I don't know if I have to delete this little structure or not. I kind of like it. This little natural wall. But it is kind of getting in the way, so I don't know. There's like a little tree there as well, like a natural fence, a geo fence, if you will. I don't know. Should I cut that out? Oh, no, you know, it's a castle, right? It should have walls. This tree has been here for so long. I've got a perfect idea for how to make a beautiful... No, I was thinking of just glassing this, you know? Not like nuking it, but like covering it in glass, but I thought that might look weird. What I'm actually going to do is just put fucking stone against the wall. I don't see why I didn't just think about that. Look at this. I know we're covering up the beautiful wooden planks. I'm so sorry, Mother Nature. But, you know, that functionally does the same job, and now I don't have to look at the hill anymore. But it's still there. For those of you hill enjoyers in chat, let me know. Identify yourself in the comment section if you're a hashtag hill enjoyer. And if that means something bad, I'm really sorry. I didn't check Urban Dictionary before I said it. I know that's the #1 rule of being a content creator on the internet, is never title anything or say anything ever without checking it on Urban Dictionary, so I'm sorry, but maybe we should be more specific. You know, if you're an enjoyer of the hill next to Dong Mountain in Minecraft, type I'm a Dong enjoyer. Why not? Give that a little type up. I think the YouTube algorithm would quite like it. It would up my... what's the fucking word? My engagement status, so it would get shown to everyone. I think that's how engagement works, right? And then I'd get 1 million viewers, and I'd be able to quit my full-time job and become a indie Toho clone dev, which is what we all wanted all along anyway. Alright, there we go. A lot of talking today, good lord. Here I was thinking I wouldn't have much to say. I think we don't want this to be so tall it looks weird, you know? So let's stick a height to be, like, up here, you know, next to the trees. Because the other thing is, like, every height that you add, you have to then go and get that much cobble to fill it up. And I don't want to have to go and farm like 1 million cobble right now. Like, if we have to at some point, I accept the mistakes. But I don't want to right now. I want to get the basic shape down at least before we have to think about things like that. And I'm keeping these keeping this korma, I could go for a curry actually. Keeping this curry nice and blocky because it's Minecraft. Should I have the wall change heights like that? Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's a nice efficient way to use up my shapes. You see here, like the hill, it sort of goes down. No, castles are always the same height, aren't they? Like all around. Let's just try and get it to a point that the entire outside world isn't visible. And then we'll make some cool little shape around the top so spiders can't climb up. And also because they look cool. Also, I know I was talking about not destroying this tree because it's been here for so long, but let's just pretend it's an overhangy sort of tree. It's like a houseplant, you know? This is a monstera. I know it doesn't really look like it, but just close your eyes and squint. Here we go. So let's just finish up this quickly, and then we can get on with our lives on this planet. Alright. Perfect. We've got 9 blocks left over, so I've accidentally picked like a perfect height for not using up all my resources. This is going to be a little weird, so let's just ignore it for now and choose to not look at it. What I'm going to go do is think about how we're going to design the edge of this, actually. Let's do that quickly. Because we can do something a bit like this. You know, just have like a fun little zigzag pattern or something, or we can have this but with like a stone slab in the middle. I'm going to go make a few designs and then I'll pick the one which I think looks best. So let's, I need to probably make some sort of special structure, like some kind of scaffolding so I can get up top easier, because it's going to be a pain if I have to keep falling off and breaking my leg every time. Maybe we'll just have some ladders on the outside. Alright, let's grab some more cobblestone. Let's grab some... ooh, stairs. Let's grab some of these regular stone stairs. This might be a good time to use that weird mod where I can add extra stairs. I don't know what stairs we'd make. Maybe piston stairs. That might exist, actually. Let's make ourselves a bunch of slabs. Let's make some stairs. This gives us a good little selection of tools. Right here. Do I not have a bunch of ladders from our last build? Oh, we do. Let's do that as well. Who's spawned to destroy my house? Someone must have, surely. There were creepers everywhere yesterday. I didn't see them, but I could smell them, you know. Smells like gunpowder. Smells like mayhem. Actually, yeah. I've been enjoying Overwatch, actually. It's, what's that? Junkrat. I think Junkrat's really fun. He has, like, little grenades and shit, and he rocket jumps with his just sticky jumps and stuff. It's cool. I like him. It's a fun game. I've mentioned it before, but I'm a bit more of a casual gamer now. So having something where I don't have to dedicate all day every day just to, like, somewhat succeed in is kind of nice, you know? I took Team Fortress very seriously back in the day, to the point that I didn't even stream if it was a Prem official, because my frame rates would be lower and I'd play worse. So as a result, all my competitive footage online is slightly lower quality, UGC Highlander, but ignoring that. I took things seriously. I thought, that's the most polite thing to do. This tree, you're right in the way. I appreciate you existing, because I really need wood, actually, but come on. You could have been more nice about it. Why is... I don't know. Whatever. Look, let's consume this mushroom stew quickly. Save up an inventory slot. We're playing an Ultimate Iron Man right now, apparently. Do I think I'd ever do an Ultimate Iron Man or something in RuneScape? I don't know. I've been thinking about that sort of thing lately, because my actual RuneScape membership's about to end. Like, not within that much time, actually. So I've been wondering what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna stop. I've gotten to a good point, I've gotten a quest cape, I've gotten my combat stats are in the 90s, or so on. I don't know much more what I want to do other than maybe just doing a little bit of bossing or something. So maybe it's time to hang in the towel there and spend my time on other things. I've mentioned that I might do like I might stream Final Fantasy MMO at some point, because I quite liked that. Was it Final Fantasy 14 that's the MMO? That might be a fun thing to do. But I haven't dedicated my time yet or anything to it. I'm just throwing thoughts out there. But I've been thinking, like, maybe I'd hang up this... That's a chicken. Hang up that RuneScape account, and maybe I'd start like an Iron Man in my spare time, just so I'd have something to do on the bus. But I've said, I'm hoping I can do some sort of more remote job. So ideally, I don't want to have an Iron Man just to have my day feel efficient, Like I've mentioned how I always have to feel like I'm doing something. So those times that I'm sitting on the bus with nothing to do, maybe it's nice just to sit with a podcast and not have to think about it. I don't know. Plus there's Genshin. Genshin has dailies and weeklies, which actually take very little time. This looks cool. But it's nice to have the Genshin dailies, actually. You just do like a couple little boss fights every now and then. You log in. Been doing the quests for the new country, Sumeru. Really cool. I really like it. If you don't play much Genshin, that's completely acceptable. But you could check the VODs on my old channel if you want to see it. The last quest was really cool. It had like this whole Groundhog Day thing going on, without spoiling much. I thought it was awesome. And it's just the game, makes so much revenue. There's always like a new update around the corner, which I really like. This is cool. I didn't mean to stylize an entrance, but there you go. That looks sick. It's a little bottom heavy, and I like it. I'm a bottom heavy kind of guy. Not to say I have a thick ass, but I mean, come on, let's be real. I have a great bum, probably. I would, at least, if I was allowed to show it off. I can't. TOS says if you've got a bottom as good as mine, you have to hide it. Keep it secret. That's why I wear trackies all day. I was thinking about that, actually. I was doing some Googling to see what the internet thinks about the super dry trackies. So I thought maybe I'd treat myself to it, because it's fucking freezing and I can't afford to pay my heating bill. I thought I'd treat myself to a pair of like expensive tracksuit trousers. Because even in the world of expensive tracksuit trousers, that still just means like 50, 60 pounds, which I think's fucking expensive. But I think in the world of fashion, I guess that's considered pretty cheap. But so I was looking into it, and I like Superdry, but so I was looking into it, and apparently it's a fucking like old man, like dad who thinks he's fashionable brand, or at least that's what Reddit thought on Ask UK Fashion for Men or whatever the fuck. Is that true? Am I? Like, I know I'm an uncle, so I guess that's probably why. But like, I didn't realize I had such, I didn't think I had good taste in fashion or anything. But I thought Uniqlo was not Uniqlo. I thought Superdry was semi fashionable to some extent. I guess not. It's mostly teenagers apparently, and I'm apparently, I've been getting better as I've gotten older at my fashion sense. I wear round glasses now. That's cool. I think I've been told. What have I done here? I think this looks fine, actually. Staircases are always a bit weird in this version. There's not really much alternative to doing something like this. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could make like a pillar. No, I think what I did was fine. Whatever. Anyway, I was looking into it because I was like, oh, they make nice enough stuff. I quite like it. I think it's okay quality. And if you get stuff on a sale, nice, like the hoodies. So I thought I'd maybe buy the trackies because I like trackies. And I was just looking it up, and apparently everyone fucking thinks I'm an old man, which is probably true. Let's be honest, that's a creeper. Yeah. Anyway, I was wondering if any of you had any recommendations for trackies. I normally just wear like a pair of what the fuck are these? Oh, these are Reebok, very fancy. I normally have a pair of like, I think it's Puma trousers, which isn't exactly a super high-end brand, but I think they make sportswear, right? So they're sporty enough, you know, they're comfy. I bought them when I was a student, so they're not the most expensive pair in the world. So that's sort of what started the whole maybe I'll treat myself thing. I was just looking into it, and everyone's just saying, yeah, just whatever fucking brand you want. Don't spend like a ton on it because they're trackies. I just don't know if any of you, maybe some of you know more than me, and I hope some of you do. Like, oh yeah, Woolen, you should try out the Adidas ones with the big stripe on it. You should look like Kiryu Coco. Bonk. Bonk. Alright, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing here, but it looks fucking sick. I just wanted to make like a cool little market thing, and this is looking much cooler than I expected. I've done with stone here for the middle stairs instead of wood, because I thought it would look nice to have the contrast. Although admittedly it's not much contrast because of the walls. Oh, you know what I could do? I don't know how weird it would look from the outside, but I was thinking maybe I could have like a stripe, and then everything below the stripe is a different block color, like a wall. Or I could have like a skirting board, right? How would a skirting board of like gravel look? Looks a bit weird with gravel. What do you think? Like a skirt? What would I make it out of? Like stone stairs? What materials do I have to make a skirting board out of? Being, you know, skirting board being the thing you have inside rooms. You know, at the bottom of walls in actual houses, you get like a little thing. That's a skirting board. I don't want to use... Oh, I could use stone. It would be nice to use stone in the build, actually. It sort of naturalizes it a bit. Brick? Can I use brick? I'm trying to envision how brick would look. Let's go have a look. Brick's weirdly rare, so I don't want to waste it. But if it fits thematically, then maybe. Maybe I should have made brick stairs, because that is something the mod would let me make. Brick's beautiful, dude. It's also creeper-proof. No, that looks a little funny. Brick's like too serious. Although I might make like a little section out of brick in here. Just like a little hut of some kind. I don't know. Let's make like a... Oh, I could make the floor out of brick. How many bricks do I have? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9, 10 by... Oh, we'd need a lot of bricks for this. I don't know how long that would take. Maybe I could just make the top section out of brick. Let's see if I've got enough. 1, 2, 3. How would that look? I'm not liking it. I just want to use it somewhere. I think brick works best as walls rather than floor. And if you're going to use it as floor, I feel like it has to be like a road, right? Not here. Could I use a darker type of material or something, like a different thing for the different layers? Stone, perhaps, for the bottom layer? That might be nice. Although there's a cavern down here, isn't there? I kind of like the idea of the roof being planks. You know what? Let's just dig this up and see how it looks with the bare floor. Give me just a moment. Actually, you know what? Don't give me a moment. That's going to take forever. I give up. The floor looks perfect. Amazing work. Just thinking, how do we have some stuff sticking out of the walls here? Let's make like a little upper platform, actually, because I'm going to use this for chests, right? Let's have a little platform sticking out here. Things are already spawning down. Something like this. Adds height and depth and whatnot. We'll add holes in the wall and stuff to act as windows, don't worry. Might even use glass. Depends how fancy we're feeling. Glass in a castle is like wooey mama. That's some crazy stuff. That shouldn't be there. That's a castle. This isn't Super Smash Brothers. Ooh, that's looking nice. Oh, actually, this needs to go against like this. It has to. I've seen it now. This is simply how it must be. I'm sorry, those of you that were enjoying it floating, but this is feeling strongly like a this situation, if you get me. Dude, I kind of want to add glass. I can, right? No one can stop me, right? It's kind of crazy, like glass and cobblestone. Have you ever heard of anything like it? That's insane. What a combo. You can't do glass and cobblestone, can you? I'm gonna. Oh, another idea. Curvy staircase that comes down here. All right. Now we're playing with portals. Okay. I need actual cobble. Okay. Bomb bomb. And then I'm thinking a bomb bomb and a bomb bomb and a bomb 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 bomb. I don't know if I want to add the extra thickness yet. As I said, I do like extra thickness, but we've talked about my bum enough today. Curvy staircase. It's a bit dark, isn't it? Funny that. Should I have made this one layer higher, actually? Like, it is a bit cozy, but maybe it's a bit too... No, I like it. Let's just light up these walls quickly, actually, before stuff actually murders us. So we're having it down there on that level for this floor. Looking nice. This is starting to look like a beta structure. And we're alpha, so that's a good thing. That is asymmetrical. That is asymmetrical. Bam, bam, bam. Nothing quite like a lit up cobblestone wall, huh? And I'm out of bloody materials. Jesus wept. Here we go, a couple more torches. Should I be making this staircase out of stone? That's a little funny, isn't it? Oh god, I thought that was a huge monster trying to attack me. It's just the nether portal. Do you ever get freaked out by like random geometric shapes, or is that just me? Probably watched too much Neon Genesis Evangelion, am I right? No. Let's use logs, actually. I'm thinking this isn't it, Chief. We need to involve logs in here somehow. It simply must be done with logs, I'm sorry. Curvy is clearly not the way to go. Kirby is the way to go. So I'm gonna go rest quickly and think about Kirby. So give me just a moment. This extra door was such a smart idea. Alright. Oh, hello. You look like a friend. Oh shit, logs. Fantastic. That saves us a little bit of time. Let's also grab some glass and deposit some of this flipping dirt. Get out of here. Don't want any of you. Some fences. We need some sticks, maybe. Perfecto. I would like coal. I kind of wish zombies dropped coal or something, you know? Like, if there was an easier way to farm it without having to... Very nice everything you have there. Nice to farm it without having to, like, go and cave, but I guess that's not the beta way. Alright, speaking of beta, what the flip am I looking for? Do we have regular stone? We do. Alright, you know what? Maybe this is all perfectly fine. Whatever it is we've got here. We could use dark. That feels a bit modern for my taste. I don't know. What do you think, Mr. Creeper? Are you about to blow a hole in my wall? Nah, I don't think so. You're talking with the world's best Osu player right here. Oh yeah, I was going to mention that earlier. I was talking about how I'm not really a competitive gamer anymore. But I've also mentioned recently that I've picked up Osu again, and I've been trying to grind that out. I've got to do some Osu today, actually. I've mentioned it's important to sort of keep up a schedule with something like Osu, because it's so hard, you know, it's like exercise, but stupid and for nerds. You've got to do it frequently enough that you build up muscles and maintain them, keep up your brain structure, and just make sure that you're always learning and trying your best to improve. Let's get some natural light in here quickly. Perfect. This would now cost £3,000 a month in London, I think. It's important just to keep up a schedule and make sure you're playing frequently, just so you're always improving and you're never slouching. That's what I think. Let's do something like this. This will look nice. I did something like this on the Minecraft server, actually, the Tomu one. Could even make it less steep, but I kind of like the steepness. Let's do that, and then let's use some... I think maintaining the stone stairs here is perfectly fine. Do I not have a crafting table? Oh, I do. Right here. You can be the little crafting station. And just so you don't get lonely, here's a friend. Maybe I could even have a small chest here just for my tools. Just, I don't have to keep running back and forth. I like that. That's kind of cute. Just a cute little station in case we need to do stuff. So let's just make some more stairs. Pling, plang, plong. This is coming together like a lot nicer than I was expecting. I don't know what you lot thought when you first saw me carving out the mountain to place shit, but this is kind of pretty. Should I border the whole thing in wood? Or should I just have the stairs? What about the floor? Should you have some wood? Some oak? Let's have a look. How does that look? Look, look, look. Me too, me too. That's kind of cute. I like that. Like a little border around the staircase. And then at the top. Here we go. Plonk, plonk, plonk. Oh, heck. I haven't got enough wood. Give me just as... Ow. My knee. Oh, oh. What if this game had limping? Like if Steve jumped off something and then your leg was broken for the rest of the playthrough? Because there's no modern medicine. Like, wouldn't that be extremely fun and pog? I think so. Yeah, that's satisfying. Plonk, plonk. Oh, lovely. Our collection of trees is slowly coming together. Let's get as many of these spruce saplings as we can. What are you? Sapling. Just to make this easier to farm. I mentioned before, actually, we were going to make some cool tree farm, and now I don't know how that would fit into this design. Other than maybe having a shelf here that has trees on it. Ooh. How do you feel about that? Oh, fuck! Where did you come from? Was he always there? Oh, weird little sheep. Dude, bar back at you, brother. That scared me. I don't know if any of you got freaked out about that sheep, but... Yeah, I understand. Jesus, it's got so much to say for such a small creature. Bar... Oh, look. Go on. Thought so. Thought about as much. Classic sheep. Alright, plonk, plonk, plonk. Look at that. That looks supporting. That doesn't look supporting. We'll need to get more dark wood at some point to put that. Oi! God, this place is becoming a bloody barn. Were you born in a barn? Something I was often asked in school, and actually thinking about it was like a really big insult. Quite mean of them to ask, isn't it? They're basically saying, like, you have no manners when they ask you if you were born in a barn. Like, just weird stuff, like, oh, you forgot to shut a door. Were you born in a barn? Like, you know what? Maybe I was, alright? What's it to you? Maybe we're all born in a barn on this blessed day. Maybe you need to get over your weird anti-barn literature you've been reading. You've been reading the little barn book lately? Learning about how much you dislike modern capitalism and how it, etc., you know, all that. Funny memes. Bloody hell. Can I put like a second type of wood against this? How would that look? As like a little border. Like a plonk, 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 like a little gradient. It's kind of cute. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I think not here. I think this top border does. I think these side borders aren't it, Chief. I kind of want to go down there and retrieve my wood, because apparently I need a lot of it. I keep bloody running out. I think just having the staircase as its own little structure is fine. And it'll take us a while just to think of a design, but once we've got a module like this, we can reuse it like everywhere. Anytime we want to use a staircase or anything, if we want to make it fit the theme, it's this easy. We just mimic what we've already got. So there's a lot of thinking and hard work the first time. Excuse me, sir. Once we've got it working, though, we'll be happy. We'll be good to go. That doesn't work. Simply said, that doesn't work. We will maybe use cobble to fill this out? I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. We need to also add skylights. It's very dark in here. We're only asking 3,000 a month in rent for this place, but if we had a couple more windows... Good lord, who thinks of how much we could ask? We could ask for 10 trillion a month, I think. And it would still not be affordable. Imagine not being a billionaire in the current year. Like, Jesus Christ. Just buy social media platforms. Oh shit, this is a special grate. No, that looks stupid. Or does it? How do you look? It looks like a prison, doesn't it? Dude, we can charge even more. Incredible. Block out some of that natural light so people aren't getting too much vitamin D, because that improves your mood, and we don't want that. No. Jokes aside about housing. Jesus Christ, our washing machine fucking leaks all the time. I keep getting, like, horrible chemicals on my hands from this washing machine, because I have to go, like, sweep up all the, like, washing machine water from the floor. And it's probably not very good for me, is it? Like, trying not to breathe it in. I probably am. Let's be real. But there's, God, why can't things be simple? Why can't our washing machine just work? Why does it flood? Well, I mean, it floods probably because there's probably an issue further down the pipe, but let's ignore that. This isn't good. What the fuck have I done? I couldn't even make a corner. How about one of these? Check that out. That looks horrible. How about a little swirly boy? Like a little M for it's a me, a Mario, or wahoo. Maybe just open the whole thing up as glass? Like that? A little bit of occlusion in the old matrix there. Let's do this. Ponk. That's kind of sweet, actually. I'm going to get rid of you, because you look weird. And let's just have it up to this wall here. So it's just like a little skylight, nothing too fancy. And we'll just end it here, sensibly. I don't want to have it one higher, even though two high would make more sense, just because it's going to interact with the floor weirdly, I think, like having glass here. Or would it? I don't know. I'm also thinking we could also make the whole thing out of glass, but then it's weirdly futuristic from the outside, and I don't know how I'd fit that in. Maybe I don't need to fit it in. Maybe I can just have a stripe of glass going throughout the whole thing. Who's going to stop me? I'm going to do it. You can't stop me. Watch this. I'm going crazy. I'm adding glass to my stone castle. He's lost it. It's the theming. But the theming. It's stone. Stone doesn't go with glass. What are you doing? Fools. This is my world. I can make it however I want. And you can't stop me. I'd make such a good villain. I don't know what my, like, villainous trait would be. Talks too much, I think. What do you think? No, I don't need a skylight. Actually, I do need a skylight up here. Just like that. It's brilliant. God, I'm really good at this building thing. I should have been a builder. I say, oh, you're always building your code. Why don't you just build a house, you know, forehead. But, you know, why not, actually? Why don't I build a house? I feel like it would be fun. I might have spoken about it before, but, like, I kind of miss the stuff in school, like DT, design technology, for those of you not in British schools, where you got to, like, make stuff, you know? It was fun to create and make things with your hands. And I kind of miss that. I don't really get to do that in my day-to-day. Like, you know, I build computers and shit sometimes. All right, fine, you got me. All right, hands up in the air. But it's not really the same. It tickles, like, some sort of itch. But, you know, so does scratching your foot. And it's not the same. So maybe it'd be nice to have more, like, a practical sort of hobby. Ooh. Yeah. Smells like sheep. All right. I don't know. What do you think? Like, some of you must do, like, practical physical things in your day-to-day, right? What sort of stuff do you get up to? Like, I was asking before about hobbies, but, like, do any of you do, like, a physical thing? I feel like I'd consider, like, making art and stuff a physical thing. So do some of you do art, maybe? Or do you paint? Or do you build chairs? Are you into woodworking? Are you into pyro etching or whatever? I think my mum picked up something like that during lockdown. I don't know how much of it she's done, but she got, like, one of those, like, pens that get really hot. And, like, you can use it to, like, burn shapes into wood. I thought that seemed really cool, like flame etching. I'm not sure what it's actually called. I thought that seemed like a cool hobby. Like, just the idea of building and making stuff. Like, you ever watch, like, those videos of, like, people like Michael Reeves where they make, like, robots and shit? Like, that must be so much fun, right? So satisfying to physically make a thing and then see it with, you know, working. It's the same effect I get when I program something cool, I think. Except it's real, and it's not just maths on a screen. Although I do like maths on a screen too. It scratches my foot somehow. That's kind of weird. I'm not sure how, but some of you must relate, right? Like, we live so many of our lives in a digital world, and, you know, all our entertainment now is fucking digital as well. You want to watch something, you don't go somewhere and watch it. You put it on the TV or on your phone, and you don't go and play sports unless you're a cool person. Like, some of you must play sports, right? Some of you must be big volleyball enthusiasts or something. You just play like fucking video game, don't you? It's not the same. What the heck? When did our world become so devoid of physicality, huh? And why am I trying to make it worse by picking up video game development again? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm just mentioning that I think it's cool to be able to do stuff, and I wish I had more physical hobbies. But I don't know what I'd do. I think I'd like art. I used to watch a lot of Bob Ross videos when I was stressed, or I needed to do something, or I wanted to sleep or whatever. I put on, like, a Bob Ross marathon on Twitch, and then away you go. He picks out his phthalo blue, and you're like, oh my god, dude, let's go. Tell me more. Well, you know, we're gonna make no mistakes, just happy accidents. Well, hee. He always said, well, hee. I like that. You know, he did stuff. And he improved people's lives, I think, Mr. Bob Ross. Except for when he was a military instructor and he yelled at people, and that's why he speaks softly. I think that's the law, right? Like, he was a drill instructor or something, right? Bob Ross? If you don't know who Bob Ross is, he's a painter with an afro. You might recognize him from TV or from, like, reruns of memes. He's the guy that paints a lot of, like, paints a lot of nature. A lot of, like, not people and animals, but he'll paint landscapes. Beautiful, like, fantasy lands that don't exist, but they do in your mind, and that's a lovely thing, I think. I really like that. I really want to do, like, a paint along with a Bob Ross video at some point. I know, like, some streamers do that, but I want to do it, like, in my own time, and, like, not on stream, but, like, for myself. That would be nice. Just getting some paints, you know, getting the old canvas out and just going ham. That would be nice. I don't know. What do you lot think? Is that a bit weird? Maybe not. It seems quite reasonable to want to actually do stuff. Like, as a human being, it's baked into your brain to be constantly hunting the next antelope on the plains of Africa or whatever. You got that in your DNA. Sorry, everyone. I put it there. It was me. D10. Alright, this is looking cool. Let's add a little knobbly boy on top as well. Where's my crafting table? It's here. Let's make a bunch of slabs, and let's add a knobbly boy. What do you do when you're not sure what to do? You add a knobbly boy every other cube, irrelevant of what's underneath it. Irreversibly irrelevant, irretrievable. Fuck. Oof, my knees. Do you think they're friends? I hope so. Here we go. Maybe I should have put the ladder. Actually, no, maybe the ladder there is perfectly fine. He needs two, though. A ladder needs to have two friends. That's how you do it in this world. I should probably light up the top so monsters don't spawn here. Should my knobbly boys be full or small? I'm not sure. Should they have been like a little taller? I'm doing these sort of half-height knobbly boys. Oi! Jesus Christ, I've just witnessed a murder. There's two of them now, and a chick. Yeah, you're fine with the chicken, huh? But you don't like the sheep. Classic wolves, am I right? Can't have anything. I was making friends with that grey sheep. It was my favourite character of the Woolen Minecraft series, and now it's been killed by a dog. But because I love dogs, you know, I'm not feeling... I feel like I could be more remorseful. I've spoken about this before. Like every sentence I ever say, I start it with I've spoken about this before, because when you do something for like 9 years... When was 2013? Whenever my first commentary was. When you do something for this long, you inevitably do repeat yourself, because my life's relatively short in the whole scheme of things. Oh my god, it perfectly fits. Oh, I hadn't designed this, but if you've ever done something like this, where you do something every other block, it never lines up at the end. There's always like a twofer. But here, it lines up perfectly, and I couldn't be happier. It's a 50-50 chance, really. But, the fuck was I saying? I don't remember. It probably wasn't important. Minecraft. Let's have a little hangy boy on the inside as well. Hangy boy doesn't really feel the same, does it? I'm thinking this is going to look cool from the other side, though. Like, just repeating a pattern in general always looks cool. It doesn't really matter what you do with it. As long as you stay consistent, I think. Let's have a think. Oof. Staircase underneath? I'm thinking or maybe we could just have like a row of staircases, like a thing to walk on. Like that. Oh, I like that. It's like a little shelf. What will you place on your shelf? A small sheep, I think. Plonk. Oh, shit. Why, thank you, Mr. Ow, sorry, sir. I thought that was a player name for a second, like Herobrine. How am I going to block up this fucking... Where did you come from, dude? You just came out of nowhere. Get out of here. How am I going to block this off? Like, just have 3 doors? Or 1 door? Or no doors? I'm thinking like we just use fence. Like, can I make a drawbridge? Drawbridges are kind of a pain. They're like an enormous pain, actually. Like, I mean, I could have pistons. Like, I could have a really simple piston door that just pushes from each side. But then I'd have this middle to worry about. I could make a 3x3 piston door. I've actually made a frame for it by accident, like a vault. I don't remember the technique for a 3x3. It's quite complicated, I think, because you've got that middle block you have to worry about. Or we could make it like a hobbit hole. For now, I'm thinking I'm just going to have, like... I think dark would look nicer. But maybe just some logs, like plonk, 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 plonk. This chicken's fucking going crazy. Just like that, and then we have a door on it. Like, we don't need to do anything fancy now. If I want to design something better later, no one can stop me, alright? I've become very powerful. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm actually extremely strong. I'm so strong. Let's just do that. Just to make sure nothing can escape, let's plonk some stuff on the floor. Ba-bomb. And now we can peek through our door. Hang on, he's slightly asymmetrical. I don't know how that's happened. Ignore it. By the way, if you're putting a single torch in the middle like that, shame on you. Clearly you'd do a double torch like that, right? Clearly. Alright, anyway, how am I going to light up the middle? I was thinking of having some like little glowstone torches somehow. I don't know. I could have like a little bench along here maybe. That would be kind of cool. I don't know how I'm going to make that. Can you make... You can't put trapdoors on fences in this, can you? No. Oh wait, sorry, this is a pressure plate. How about pressure plate? No, I didn't think so. You can't put transparent blocks on fences, I think that's it. But maybe we could have like a little bar, like a little disco bar here. What do you think? If I get rid of the stairs here and make it a little bit less accessible. Oh god. They're chasing me through the walls. That's scary. I'm glad I added this, do I not have any stairs? I'm glad I added this door. I can actually work during the night. It's incredible. And there's not going to be spiders coming up, probably. I don't think they can scale the wall. They can probably fall from above, but I'm not going to worry about that. As scary as it is. Oh, scary noises. Oh, here we go. I wanted to see what this looked like. That'll look good. I think we'll complete that whenever we get more wood. We need to wait for the trees to grow, because this is survival Minecraft. Trees are a big resource. What the fuck's going on here? This is a thick wall. There's no creepers out there, are there? Just zombies. Oh, you idiot. You'll never... Oh shit, it's a creeper. Can I put some fences in here? I don't know how that's going to look. Actually quite nice. Let's repeat that on the other side. It's just nice to have a little bit of visibility, you know? From like a practical perspective, using this as like a little fort. It's nice to be able to see around. Alright, I've accidentally made it somewhat symmetrical as well. Oh, it's so bright during the day. I think being kept alive because there's a slight shelf. That's quite funny. Okay. In here, I'm thinking we're going to have a bunch of chests. I haven't really thought about how I'm going to sort the chests or in what way. And we don't have a lot of wood. So it's just, we have enough for 2 chests, really. 4. That's incredible. I'm so lucky. Let's just get started. Just put some stuff down for now. You can't put chests next to each other, so we're going to have a 1x1 gap in between. But, you know, the middle can be blank, or we could have a trapdoor there. I think the trapdoor looks weird. I mean, we could have trapdoors as the skirting boards. Why not? How would that look around the entire edge of the castle? I think a little weird, right? Also, it wouldn't work on corners like this. I still haven't thought about it. I think there's not enough, like, small blocks for me to use where I could place something against the wall. So maybe just using that as a space to put, like, chests and stuff would make more sense. What could I have here? This feels like it should have a thing. This should have, like, a special big painting. Big painting. Big painting. Big painting. Big painting. What do you think, chicken? That's what he's saying. Extremely funny. Oh shit, I have all this wood here. I think it's time for a big painting. I don't know if any of you heard that. Could I get a big painting in the comments section if you're thinking about big paintings as well? Only the giant one, by the way. It's very important that our beta Minecraft castle has a giant painting on the wall. Alright. Bam. Hang on. Oh, there we go. He's a big boy. If I move him onto the left, there'll be a 2 gap and then a 3. Okay, it's never going to fit. Is that the biggest painting, or are there more? He looks pretty big, doesn't he? Dude, we're going to have so many paintings in this castle. It's going to look beautiful. Now, I did mention it was going to be like a Hyrule castle town, and so far there's nothing particularly Hyrule nor castle about this. Please forgive me. I'm very stupid. I could frame it. I could have trapdoors around the whole thing. I'm trapdoor crazy. This chicken's watching me. He's thinking he's lost his fucking mind. Why is he putting trapdoors everywhere? I just don't understand. I want this skeleton, like, here, actually. Oh, Donkey Kong? Dude, that's so much better than the skeleton. Let's go. That makes me excited. Can I have, like bricks? I don't know what the bricks would do, but I kind of like a little... I don't know. Don't really know what this is for, but I'm just going crazy, alright? I'm just building. I'm just putting blocks down, alright? Don't mind me. They call me the block placer. Alright, how about that instead, actually? I can get rid of this little staircase thing. We can have a real, like, shelf system here. Here we go. Hello, Mr. Chicken. Sorry I'm changing my design so much. I just didn't really think about it too hard, and I'm having fun experimenting, you know. I'm thinking like, what could we put down there? I like the idea of like a secret fishing hole, you know? Just like a space to go when it's time to do fishing. And you know what my hat says? Fish fear me. Women also fear me. That's what the hat says. Don't wear it a lot. Not a lot of places are really accepting of causing fright, but you know, Halloween's around the corner. And by around the corner, I mean around the last corner. It was early. It was Halloween earlier. If you didn't watch it, Chris, yeah, I'm gonna place it right there, my dude. Don't worry. This chicken is like backseating me. We played Outlast 2. It was fun. I had cat ears on. I heard a creeper drop. Where? Okay, I guess he didn't drop on top of us. I don't know how he would. These things spawning there are going to annoy me, but I mean that's the effects of having a side over the wall, right? There's just always going to be a zombie there. We could have a hole, a poker in the hole. A poker in the hole? The fuck does that mean? I could have like a hole in the wall where I could shoot arrows through just to kill him, I guess, or like a special lava dispensing machine that burns down my building. Because this is the version of Minecraft where lava destroys everything. This is stupid. Here we go. Should this section here be brick? This should be brick, dude. Give me just one moment. I'm like losing my train of thought a little bit, so it's probably about time to wrap up the thing. I just wanna finish this structure. I think we've made excellent progress today. What do you think? Let me know. I like the idea that like we started the video. I said I have no idea what we're gonna do, and then within the space of only like an hour, I've put together something that I'm quite happy with. Like I'm not the most creative person in Minecraft, but I think it's interesting, you know. It's not just a square block. I'm trying to do stuff with like these ridges, and I'm adding different textures and shapes. This looks cool. I like that. A little bit of variety. I don't quite know what I'm going to do in here. I could use this like, it could be like an art studio, dude. I could have all the different paintings on the inside with a little sign saying, "Oh my god, I just had such a good idea. Oh, I'm actually the smartest person on planet Earth." You know how there's paintings in Minecraft? I could totally have like, I don't know how I'd implement this, but like I could make like a texture pack where I use like user submitted paintings on the paintings, and otherwise we just use stock Minecraft. But we could show them off here. Maybe I'd make that like a Patreon award or something, or like a, I don't know. I don't know how I'd do that, but that sounds really cute, doesn't it? Let me know what you think. That sounds really quite fun actually. Like I can make this like a weird little art studio. That's what the bricks are for, right? We have like the paintings in here, and then oh, dude. All right, I think I will do that, but let me know what you think. Either I could. I mean, I'd allow like MS Paint art and stuff, so it wouldn't have to be high end or anything. But dude, that's such a smart idea. I'm gonna use birch up here because I'm fucking crazy. I'm absolutely insane in the mainframe. I don't know. The Patreon thing sounds like fun. Like some people have been Patreon subscribed for a while. It might be like a nice little like viewer award, like reward, right? Like thanks for the support. You can now be immortalized in my Minecraft series, which one day will take off and I'll be a trillionaire. That's what I'm really hoping for. I lied this whole time. It wasn't just for fun. This is my future get-rich-quick scheme. Except by quick, it's actually going to be very slow. That's right. Trick everyone. Alright. This is looking cool. I don't really know what I'm doing with this whole birch thing. The chicken doesn't work as a block. This looks stupid. I like the birch along the edge though. Like I've mentioned that it looks a bit like wallpaper. All right, that creeper scaring me. So I think, dude, thank you. Oh my god, 2 chickens in here is insane. All right, let's stop for now. Think about my art studio idea, okay? I think that's cute. That's like a practical thing we can use this space for as well. It's always weird trying to come up with practical spaces in Minecraft, but yeah, like what do you think? Like big paintings? Like the big Patreon can draw the big one, and then little ones can draw the little ones, and medium for the middle ones? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna go make toast, because Chris should be home soon, and she probably wants dinner. But anyway, thanks for watching the video today. I hope you enjoyed it and had a good time. If you did, let me know. I'm live on Twitch every day except Tuesday and Saturday, European evening times. Come say hello. I hope you all have a lovely week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.